So I was probably a bit atypical because I broke into it pretty late in the day. But I think that, look, don't just rely on your passion. There's a belief, I think, when you're young that I love sport, so therefore someone's going to give me a job in sport. Go out and learn a trade, get good at something first before you dive into sport, whether it be marketing, legal, finance. And once you've got that base of a quality, then follow your passion, because you're going to enjoy your work a lot more and you'll probably do better at it. I think my family's always been in and around sport. I was lucky. My father, he's been head of Australian Olympic Federation. He was a former Olympic athlete. He's been on the IOC since 1977, so he's really been on it a long time. So it's kind of been in and around my family for a long time. So I guess that inspired me to have the interest in the area. I was a rugby player of a modest level, but that also caused me to want to go into it. So they're the things that sort of lent me in that area. Well, I think the first thing I'd say is it's a great industry to get into because it's growing. It's a growing industry. It's getting bigger. So I guess I don't have to convince them it's a good place to go. The advice I give them, as I say, is learn a trade, become very good at a certain skill set, get your qualification, and then seek to go towards the sport you have an affinity with and go on from there. I'm not sure what my proudest achievement is, but I feel privileged to be in this role as Chief Executive of the International Rugby Board. It's fun, it's challenging, it's interesting, and you're working every day on your passion. There's not a meeting you don't go into where you're talking about something that you love. So, in that sense, it's a great thing to be in. Well, I think, again, if you're in the sporting world, whether you're talking sporting team or a sporting group of people that are pushing a sport, what we try to develop the IRB is a performance culture. So it's very much about setting yourselves very real performance index figures that you can chase, some that you stretch to get, but just to have your objectives and to be able to quantify and measure those objectives as you go and ensure that you're pushing as far out as you can to achieve them. So a performance culture is a good culture to have, and it seems the right culture if you're dealing in sport, because right down through the grassroots, teams, national sides and so on, sport's all about performance. It's about participating, but it's participating to the best of your ability, and that's what companies should be doing as well. I think it's probably the same qualities as in any in any industry at all, not just the sports industry. But you've got to have a vision, an understanding of the area that you're in, but really see something that other people don't see, and have a passion in going about achieving it, but bringing a lot of people with you. And there are different styles in achieving that. There's no one style. No one has the monopoly on that ability. It probably would be my father, because he was a business person. He ran a major oil company across Asia, Shell, and so on. So he was a good business person before he came into sport, and then has become a very fine administrator. I think his way of managing different points of view in complex situations and bringing people together and moving subjects forward to achieve things in sport has been incredible over the years. And he's 80 and he's still doing it, so pretty inspirational.